Good morning and welcome to Ma'am Talks. I'm Kathy.
I'm Anna.
And I'm Jan.
And today we're going to be discussing sex. Sex.
Yes.
Who wants to start? Get over here, Jan. Get over here.
I think, Anna, you should go first since this was your big idea.
Yeah.
Actually, it wasn't my idea. We actually had viewers request that we discuss sex and dating. So we'll leave the dating for another episode. But today we're going to talk about sex as we get older. And what can I say?
You go right
about
ahead.
it?
You go right ahead and discuss
Well, the
it.
first thing that comes to mind is that it's changed. Sex is not the
Everything has changed.
lust, stars in your eyes,
Frequency.
sweating. It's not like that anymore. It's more tranquil, it's more peaceful. It's more about intimacy and companionship than it is about sex. That's how I feel.
Okay, that's a wrap.
So I was probably, I don't know how old I was. My mom was probably 50 and she invited her daughter. No, she had been older than that because I was probably about 20. And so she was 55, sorry. So I was like 20. And my mother invited me to her apartment because she was having a sex toy party.
What?
Now think about how long ago this was, right? That was quite a few years ago. So right now that wouldn't be as shocking, but you're 20 and your mother and your mother's friends. I think I probably brought some friends with me so I wouldn't feel. So it was.
Our kids think that we've, according to how many children you have, is how many times you've had.
Right.
Yes.
So anyway, it was so weird. But I look back going, my mom obviously had a very healthy attitude as she got older. And that's pretty cool. But at
I'm
that
Cuban.
age.
I never, ever discussed sex with my mom.
Well, we didn't discuss it.
No,
we
there
didn't
was
discuss
no
it.
mention
No,
of
no,
it.
no,
There
no,
was no talk of it.
No.
It did not exist.
Yeah.
And that's the way it was for us. I've never heard of anything about sex from my family, my aunts, my cousins, no.
But do you talk to your kids about it?
In
other than when they're
generalities.
teenagers.
I told my kids the bird and the bees. I did.
Well, yeah.
But after that, there was no other conversation.
I mean, there's some of my friends' kids who are so open about it with their moms about everything. And I personally don't need to know everything.
I think as teenagers, your kids need to be, you need to have discussions.
Right.
But it's not about intimacy as far as sexual intimacy. I mean, more like, what happens. And like, I have a story. My mother, when she got married the first time, she had no idea what sex was and scared her to death. Had no idea. And of course she got pregnant immediately. But had no idea that. And
I hate to say this, but I only knew what it was because I read Rosemary's Baby. That's it. That's the only reference I had.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
And my parents.
It's a very sheltered life here.
I think I learned more from my friends. Now, do you talk to your friends today about it?
Not
See,
really.
people don't talk about it.
We joke about it.
No, we make jokes about it, but we don't really like.
Right,
talk
but
about
I don't think I come back to the fact that at this age, sex is not the same thing as it was when I
Changes a
was
lot.
first married, and it was exciting, it was fun, it was
But
couldn't
things-
wait.
But things with your body changes, and that changes
Exactly,
that also. But
exactly.
again, we don't talk about it, right?
Which is why we're doing this
We're
today.
doing it.
Because we're talking about it now.
Right.
Yes,
Well,
yes,
sort of.
yes. But I have a lot of friends. I have a lot of friends who are either divorced or widows, and they do not have sex at all. And it's really interesting to me. Sex becomes like the sensuality of experiences, a beautiful view, a romantic movie. It just becomes different. And I
That's
think
okay.
that's not what people want to hear, but that's the truth when you get older.
But it's okay.
Yeah, and it's okay. And if I had to encapsulate sex, I would say that sex at this age is whatever you want it to be.
Yep.
I say to myself all the time, I'm an adult now. I can do whatever I want.
Yes.
I don't harm anyone. I don't, I'm not unethical, and sex can be whatever I want it to be.
And that's the beauty of it.
Yeah. Now, having said that, I'm not as nimble as I used to be. So it's a little bit more peaceful.
And that will be the next episode. Exercises before sex.
Or will it?
Or will it? On that note.
On that note, thank you so much for joining us. Please be sure to click those like and share buttons.
Subscribe to Ma'am Talks.
And remember our new website, www.mamtalks.com. And remember to embrace getting older with us.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye-bye.